October 14th, 1943, 25,000 feet above Schweinfurt. The air is razor thin. Oxygen masks pressed tightly against frostbitten faces. Inside the belly of a United States Army Air Forces bomber, engines roar like caged beasts, 4 of them, straining against gravity and fate. Then someone sees it. Fighters, 3 o'clock high. Dark specks bloom on the horizon. Growing. Fast. You can almost feel it. The shift. The silence before chaos. Gunners tighten their grip. A waist gunner spits into his gloves, breath shaking. Below them, the German industrial heartbeats factories, rail lines, war machines. And above it, a sky filled with silver. Hundreds of bombers. Endless. Layer upon layer. Like a moving city in the clouds. This is not a raid. This is something else. The Germans thought they understood air war. Precision strikes. Limited formations. Elite machines. But what they're seeing now, this is industrial war turned airborne. And they're about to collide with it. The formation stretches for miles. B-17 flying fortresses, each one bristling with 5.0 caliber machine guns. They fly in tight combat boxes, overlapping fields of fire, defensive geometry. A flying fortress, multiplied by hundreds. Inside one bomber, Second Lieutenant Robert Rosie Rosenthal scans the sky. He knows the odds. Everyone does. This is Schweinfurt, the ball-bearing capital of Germany. Cripple this city, and you choke the Reich's war machine. But the Germans know that too. And they are waiting. The first wave, the bombs fall in silence. Then the world below erupts. From 25,000 feet, it almost looks slow, dark shapes tumbling end over end. But seconds later, Schweinfurt disappears beneath blooming fire. Shockwaves ripple through factory walls. Steel bends. Glass vaporizes. Entire sections of the ball-bearing plant, so vital, so carefully guarded, collapse into themselves like broken bones. Inside the bombers, no one cheers. They don't have time. Bombs away. The aircraft lurches upward, suddenly lighter. But relief is fleeting, because now they must turn back. And turning back means exposure. The formation begins its slow pivot. This is the most dangerous moment. No longer a perfectly aligned wall of guns. The bombers stretch, shift tiny gaps forming between them. To a predator, it's an invitation. And the Luftwaffe sees it instantly. They come again. Head-on attacks. It's the most terrifying approach. German fighters charge directly toward the bombers, closing at combined speeds of over 600 miles per hour. In seconds, they go from distant specks to screaming metal. There is no time to think, only fire. Machine guns hammer. Tracers streak across the sky. A Bf-109 flashes past the cockpit so close you can see the pilot's goggles. Then it's gone. Or maybe it isn't. Another bomber explodes midair. No warning this time. Just a flash then. Fragments spiraling into nothing. The formation tightens again, like a wounded animal bracing itself. But the losses are undeniable. Planes are winter 1944. Somewhere over the Reich. The sky is no longer blue. It's silver. At first, it comes as a distant hum, low, unnatural. Then, it builds, layer upon layer of sound, until the air itself seems to vibrate. German civilians look up from frozen streets, factory yards, railway platforms, and they see it. Not dozens, not hundreds, thousands. The bomber streams now arrive like clockwork. Day after day, wave after wave. The United States Army Air Forces has refined its method. Longer-range escort fighters like the P-51 Mustang, Now stay with the bombers deep into German territory. The gap is gone. The shield is complete. For the Luftwaffe, this is the breaking point. They still scramble fighters. They still climb into the freezing altitudes. But something has changed. They are no longer intercepting raids. They are trying to survive them. Because now, the bombers are not alone. Sleek American fighters sweep ahead of the formations, hunting German aircraft before they can even form up. Airfields are strafed, runways cratered, fuel depots ignited. Pilots are shot down before they reach the bombers. And those who do face a wall of guns, unlike anything before. Inside a German command bunker, maps are covered with markers. Too many markers. Red lines showing bomber routes crisscross the Reich like veins under strain. Every industrial center is a target now. Oil refineries, rail networks, aircraft factories. Nothing is safe. And the worst part? It never stops. February 3rd, 1945, 11:02 a.m. Over Berlin. The ground trembles before the bombs even land. People in the streets look up, and there it is again. That endless metallic river in the sky. Sunlight flashes off aluminum fuselages in cold, blinding bursts. The formations stretch from horizon to horizon. More than 1,000 bombers, escorted, guarded, untouchable. Inside one of them, a young bombardier steadies his sight. The city fills the glass lens below him. Rail yards, ministries, factories. The very nerve center of the Reich. He exhales slowly. Steady. The bomb bay doors open. Cold air floods the aircraft. And once again, America's cheap planes release their cargo over the heart of Nazi Germany. 2 years earlier, many in the Luftwaffe had mocked American aircraft production. Too standardized, too industrial, lacking craftsmanship. German engineering prized precision, elegance, the edge of innovation. But innovation requires time, and time was running out. Now, the Luftwaffe is a shadow of itself. Fuel shortages, cripple training. Veteran pilots are gone dead over places like Schweinfurt, Hamburg, and the skies above the Reich. Replacements arrive with barely enough flight hours to survive a dogfight. When they climb to intercept the bombers now, it feels less like defense and more like sacrifice. American P-51 Mustangs roam freely. They dive on German fighters during takeoff. They strafe locomotives, convoys, anything that moves. The air